Hello everyone and welcome back to Adventures with Kalive. And we left off after talking with Arthur, and he gave us some information about where he got the explosives to put in the toys. And he let us his fireworks stand, and so this is the Felogyr's fireworks stand, and this is right above the Heapside Strand waypoint. So from this point on, you just go straight upstairs. There are some people out here, so we want to be very discreet with this whole situation. So let's go here, and let's go inside. Alright, I'm gonna get everybody inside and then close the door behind me. She's got a wound on her hand. It's acting up again. Alright, so this is a fireworks stand. There's like a lot of different fireworks here. So we need to talk to Avery. He's the guy that is going to give us the information we need.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Felogyr always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Felogyr's fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish.
Yeah, sure, why not?
This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Alright, so at this point, we can get more information about what Gortash is doing, or we can just use the password. So I think we also could see what he has for sale. I think what we'll do is we'll just try to get more information about what Gortash wants. So what else do you do for Lord Gortash?
What else? I don't know what you mean. We're purveyors of smoke powder. Anything that can be lit, flamed, or fired up. Smoke powder is a beautiful mistress. She will not be limited to one form, and she is quite malleable in the right hands. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash?
Alright, and we can do deception. So Gortash sent me to check on the latest order.
I see. Then he must not have received my update. You may bring this message to him. Everything is right on schedule. The next batch will be dispatched within a 10-day. Exceptional quality, if I do say so myself. The Gondians will know it when they see it. I believe that concludes this purchase order. We very much appreciate Lord Gortash's continued honoring of our humble establishment with his custom.
Okay, so we got some items. I got a bunch of junk in my inventory here. But yeah, these are the items. Just some explosives. We could talk to him again.
Have you tried the Lanternese candles? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste?
I'm here to visit Uncle Felogyr. He sent me, if you catch my drift.
Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers.
Alright, so we get a inspiration, and we can go upstairs now. But the problem is, we're going to run into some issues. If we try to fight them, we have to go to the top floor to fight them. We're going to be stopped right here. So this is the cleric. We can talk with her.
Another friend of Felogyr? Alright. Just remember the top floor's off limits. Password or not. Looking to buy a little something extra then?
So we can see what she has.
Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only.
Yeah, so it's really not a whole lot. Things we can already get from different vendors anyways, so yeah, not that big of a deal.
Don't jostle any of the merchandise on your way out.
So what we need to do now is we can go to the top floor. There's a couple ways you could do this. You can do this either by using invisibility. So if you have a character with invisibility, you can go up there and like check it out. Or we can go outside and we can fly up there. So let's go back outside. I'm gonna close this door just in case. I don't want to get these people upset. You could possibly get them involved, which is unfortunate if you do accidentally get them involved. It just depends on the reaction. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to go to this area right here. We can jump up here, but flying works too. Yeah, so if you have like enhanced jump, that'll work too. You can enhance jump across to this. I can't make it in this character, but the goal is to get up here. There's going to be some... Let's see, there's going to be a board here. We can look at that. It's got some things in there. It's got invisibility potion, which kind of hints at what you could do to get in there. Where is Will? Oh, Will's here. Karlak. So what you can do, and there's many ways you can do this. You want to get through this little walkway. In order to do that, you can fly down there. You can jump down there. You can go invisible to get down here. As soon as you get in here, you're gonna fight somebody. So you're gonna have to like get everybody in there at some point. So I would say, the best thing to do is to separate everybody and then go into turn-based mode, and probably want to start off with somebody that has a lot of hit points or somebody that can take some damage. So let's start off. We can do invisibility too, and we can fly in here. It's hard. It's really hard to see in here. Alright, so this is... Yeah, so this is the spot that you want to be at. Alright, so we can just sneak in here. We did get an update for the quests. So now we know that there are the ballists in here, or whatever these guys are. The cultists are in here. So we can start the fight. But we need to get everybody in here. And I would just recommend probably using potions. Probably just the safest thing to do is just to use potions. Makes it a little bit easier to get in and out. You can also surprise them as well. So I'm going to get everybody in here, and then we'll start the fight. Oh, yeah, I forgot to use invisibility. Good thing my character is first. Alright, so what I can do now is... Let's get him in there. Actually, let's probably get him over here. We might take a hit. Can I jump over here? Oh, I can. Okay, so what we probably could do to start us off is we want to take care of people without the shield. They can stay, but we want to get the people that are the mages. So like this guy's a mage. So get the guys in the cloaks first, and then we can focus on these guys. And then the people downstairs will come eventually. Oh, okay, so I ran out of time. Interesting. But the people downstairs will come up here, and then they will attack as well, so we need to be careful with that. We also want to be careful with using fire, because these are a lot of smoke-powered barrels, as we see. This will wipe us out if we start using fire spells. So, yeah, I would just say focus on the hooded guys, and then work your way into their other guys. Now, this guy's on the edge. We know what we can do with this guy, which we will do in a minute. Okay, so that's the quest. We did complete it. And yeah, so they did use a bomb in the middle of that, and it did explode some of these things. And there's quite a few bodies up here. There's a bunch of information up here as well. One thing you also could do is grab some of these smoke powder barrels. You just need to be very careful, because if you are not sneaking, these guys right here will aggro and they will treat you as if you were stealing it. So I don't know how they see you, but they can see or hear you up there. There's also people up there that also will come in. Yeah, like these people will walk in here. Let's cancel this. I'll be able to close this door, I think. Okay, so they're running. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they get a little weird with some of the people that will run around and stuff and try to find out who's doing what. So what I would recommend is, if you want to steal stuff, just to do it while you're stealth. And yeah, and it might take me a couple trips. I'm also going to grab up all these barrels. We can stick these in our base, because we can just pick them up and then send them to camp. So you can send them to camp. And yeah, so you can store a bunch more barrels at your camp. So yeah, that's what we'll do. This should all be cleared, and the quest is complete, so we're kind of done. So I'm going to go and grab all the stuff, and then we will move on to the next part. Alright, so we're here at the Heapside Strand waypoint. And a couple things I wanted to mention. Don't forget the tadpole that is on Felogyr's body. And also, if you ever have a body that's out in the open like this, there is a way that you can loot this. It does require having a character with some kind of spell that you can mask. So if we look at our spells here, we need one that has like either fog or darkness, or we can even use a scroll of some sort. So if we look at our scrolls, actually we just search for a scroll. I don't think anybody in my group has darkness or a fog spell. So yeah, if you have somebody with that spell, those are very good utility spells, specifically for this one thing. So if we look at our inventories, let's look for darkness, arrow of darkness, scroll of dark vision, no. Or let's look for fog, scroll of fog cloud. Who has that? Oh, Will does. So let's use this. You don't want anybody to be over there, but we can just drop it like right here. That guy walked right into that. Okay, so get somebody in there that can sneak. And you might want to go into like turn-based mode, stealth, and then we can just go in and grab this stuff. That guy's gonna get mad at us.
Theft has been reported, and it seems you're the only suspect. Choose your next step wisely.
We can talk our way out of this.
You may have talked your way out of
These boots have seen everything.
We're good? I think we're good. Okay. It sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I did not know there was a guy right there. Regardless, what you want to do is you want to make sure nobody's walking into that area. Like right now would be a perfect time. Nobody's over here. The next thing we want to do is go down here to this little stone wall. And we want to stealth, and we want to lockpick this. Oh, that's a bad roll. Alright, we should be able to get in here. So in here, there's going to be a quest. This is a Felogyr mansion. There's a lot of stuff in here you can steal as well. And this guy right here is the Mystic Carrion. Let's talk with him.
You do not have an appointment. What possible reason could you have to enter the presence of mystic Carrion?
Alright, and perhaps fate brought us together.
A naive interpretation of the forces at work beyond your perception. No wonder you sought a hand like mine to lead you through the darkness. I am a spirit medium. One who wanders the hazy boundaries of mortality, bearing the intentions of the living and the knowledge of the dead. You do not possess the aptitude to attempt such a journey, nor are you the caliber of client I would usually offer to escort.
Okay, we want to ask him if he needs any help with stuff. Okay, so yeah, his clients are people that are just rich clients. What we want to do is ask him, how did you end up in Baldur's Gate?
My story has been eternities in the making. Were I to recount it, you would return to dust before I finish the first sentence. As for why I chose this place as my home, it is a city rife with anguish, rippling with disturbed spiritual energy. The people here required a reassuring hand to navigate such waters, and so I offered mine. If that is the sum of your curiosity, then I'm afraid we have nothing more to discuss. In this life, at least. Unless, of course, you are looking for a job.
Okay, so that's what we want to do, is want him to offer us a job. And we also can trade him for stuff, which we definitely will. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. My spirits stir. They think you might be capable. Very well. You may help me with a small matter. I have an assistant, Thrumbo. A conduit I used to maintain my connections with the ethereal plane. Unfortunately, he has deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrumbo's body to me, and I will see that you are suitably compensated.
So we can ask him a few more questions. Baldur's Gate's a big city, and name's not much to go on.
Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrumbo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrumbo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them.
You've got a deal.
Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest. As will I.
Alright, so that's the first encounter with this guy. Let me go and talk with him. We want to trade with him.
My spirits told me you were capable, yet you stand in my presence, and Thrumbo is nowhere to be seen.
Do you have anything for trade?
But of course, one must never be scared to part with gold. It's better spent than buried.
Okay, this is his stuff. What I would suggest getting is going to be this helm. It's probably the best caster one you can get. And then also, he has a couple of other unique items that are pretty decent. So I will grab some stuff and then we can move on. Alright, so we did go through and get that quest, which is kind of nice. So the next place we're going to head to is going to be over here. And hopefully everybody comes down. Everybody failed that check. Oh, really? There's a chest right here. And yeah, nobody got that one. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So over here, we're really close to where the Hag Survivors group is. Now, if we go up here, the fastest way to do this is just to go inside and make sure you have somebody with the remove curse ability. If not, you can get scrolls from probably Roland or maybe the cleric up in the beginning of the area. So either one of those places will get you the scroll that you need. So let's go in here. You're gonna notice that there are blocked areas in here because they are kind of concerned about the hag attacking them. And if we go up here, we're just gonna fly up here. You could go through the door. There's a door somewhere over here. Yeah, right there. So you could get through there, or you could just fly up to the second floor. There's people downstairs. There's Kled, Adariel, and then Jetlo. So there's a couple ways you can approach this, which is like most things where you can approach it in many different ways. The quickest way is to speak to the sheep. So get somebody that has a potion of animal speaking. I think we should have a couple of those. Yeah, we do. So let's drink this. And we can now speak with the sheep.
Damn it.
It's alright. Take your time.
Doll. Find the doll.
Alright. Actually, I don't think you even need animal speaking for the sheep. So there's a doll here. The fastest thing to do is to just go ahead and cast the remove curse on this thing. So let's just cast this.
Looks like that hurt.
Here we go. And we get the update to the journal. And now we look over here, and this guy's gonna come up here and...
You removed my hex.
Yeah, he wants to fight us.
That's annoying. I wanted to play a little longer. Auntie likes her toys broken. She's not going to be happy I had to get my hands dirty.
Your hex, you were behind this?
They want to hurt Auntie. They have the book. I will die before I let anyone touch a hair on her head.
The hag charmed you. You don't know what you're saying.
Ha! You have no idea how wrong you are. I have worshipped her for decades past, and will for decades more.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, this is a red cap.
Not again!
It's only one of them, so we have a bunch of people here. We have to kill him fast. If we don't, he will summon more red caps. So killing him as quick as possible is the best move. Oof, we got a lot of damage off on that guy. You also want to protect Mayrina. Mayrina is the same person that was from Act 1 who was also affected by the hag. She is the leader of the group.
You deserve this, treacherous prick.
Alright, so let's talk with Mayrina.
That lying, thieving, scaly little shit. Thanks for knifing the bastard. That makes twice you've saved me. I'm starting to think you're my guardian angel.
Good to see you again, Mayrina.
You too. I've come a long way since we last
That's her husband, by the way.
decided I was sick and tired of feeling stupid, helpless. So I decided I wasn't going to be a victim anymore. This group is made of survivors. People like me who've been hurt by hags. I brought them together to fight back. We tracked a hag to the city, but lost her trail. Right after she snatched a little girl.
Any leads on the missing girl?
None. Her mother has no idea of what she's up against. Poor woman thinks the Fist will be able to help her. The moment I started investigating the missing girl, I felt the hag's eye on me. Next thing, I was sprouting wool and bleating up a storm.
Wait, is this Laura? She said her daughter disappeared in the Blushing Mermaid.
That's her! And she vanished in the maid. That sounds like a lead. We'll do what we can to find the girl, but our chances are a lot higher with you on our side. Check the safe in the back. I've done my homework on hags since we last tangled with Ethel. Take whatever you need. I know it by heart anyway.
Alright, so we got Staff of Interruption, which has Counterspell, level 5 spell. Let's grab that. Very good staff, especially if you're fighting mages. So yeah, this is her husband. If you gave her the wand, then she still has her husband with her, and we can see that he's not any better. It does, if you hover over, it says Mayrina's husband. Also, if you come in here and you're not familiar with this quest, you can see him, and you can kind of put 2 and 2 together when you like hover over him. And remember that this is Connor, if she has the wand. And yeah, Mayrina looks pretty much the same. She even has the color under her eyes, like the dried makeup from crying, even though it's probably been a while since we actually saw her last. Other than that, yeah, you get rid of the curse. She has a book. Let's go find the book. Yeah, if we loot this guy, he has Ethel's lair key, which is handy. He also has a pretty nice potion. And he has this note. If we read the note, we can see that it does say auntie, and so we can kind of put things together. And yeah, so that's going to be a little bit of information, and this is because we let her go. So let's see, we need to go get the book now. And then if we go downstairs, there's going to be the safe, which is going to be on the wall. So this right here, it should be open. And in it we have this Ashes of Dried Fayflower, which has Hag's Bane on it. And we also have Hunter's Guide to Hags, and we have Tear Stained Journal, which is going to be from Mayrina. So if we look at these things, let's do the Hunter's Guide to Hags. And this gives us some clues to fighting the hag. We're going to see mentions of mushrooms, which we will definitely encounter. And we're going to see that those mushrooms are kind of the key to reviving her and keeping her alive. So if we use fire, then we can burn the mushrooms to ashes, and then we will be able to kill the hag. You can go in there without this knowledge and still kind of figure it out, but it is good to have this information beforehand. And then if we read the other journal, we get information, and this information is going to be about what a hag does when they steal a child. And it's kind of like what Laura is going through right now. She swallows the child, and there is a hag's bane that we can create, which will cause the child to be vomited up. And this will essentially save Laura. If we don't know this information before we encounter the hag, we will then not be able to save her, and that's going to make her mother upset. So yeah, so that's kind of the next part of this, is we can now make the hag's bane. We probably want to get all the ingredients here. And it's right here, hag's bane. And so we can craft one of these. Doesn't require a whole lot of ingredients. And so we do have one now. And if we hover over the hag's bane, we can see that it does allow the hag to essentially disgorge the child instantly. So it's another piece to the puzzle, and something we're going to use in the next encounter with the hag, which will be very soon. But that's going to be it for now. We did go through and check out the Cultist at Felogyr's Fireworks. We did go and talk with the undead guy and get more information about him, and then he also sent us on a quest to find one of his minions, so that's another quest we have to deal with. And we're also able to come here and help out the Hag group and get more information about the Hag and kind of put pieces together and figure out that Laura was kidnapped by the Hag at the Blushing Mermaid, and that's the next step in finding out what happened with her, which we will do in the next episode. But that's going to be it for now. I thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.